water? No.
That's okay. Oh, cheese cookies. All right. Happy Books and Babble.
Yes. Happy
Here.
Books and Babble. Oh, yes.
It is almost Christmas time.
Oh my gosh. It's crazy how fast it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone so fast. We have some great things planned today. You have a craft planned.
I do.
For us, I don't know what it is.
I have a small nostalgic. Did I say that correctly?
I think so.
Craft, and I'm curious to see. Let me know if anybody else has done this, because I think this might be just something like old people did in school when they were youngins, but
yeah, I have no idea. She's not explained. I don't know what the craft is, so it's gonna be a surprise to me. But something that she did when she was younger, that she doesn't think that I ever did as a kid. So I'm curious to see what it's gonna be. So, well, should we? What do you want to start with? Should we start with the craft and then do book discussion while we do the craft, or because we started a new book this week, the second book in the City of Ember series, the People of Sparks.
People of Sparks.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can definitely.
Should we start the craft and then we can
talk about it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah.
And a heads up, I'm not gonna sit down because I hurt my back. So sitting on the chairs hurt it. So.
Well, do you want to stand?
I'll stand and move and like sit on my knees. That's how I've been doing it for a little while.
Well, it is awkward. That's why I'm trying to help.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
See, I want to see if you can guess.
Guess what we're gonna be making. Okay.
All right. I'll show you what we're gonna do.
G just brought over a
scissors.
Okay, scissors.
Tea lights.
Okay.
Okay. And Mud Podge. Which this stuff stinks so bad, so sorry about that.
Great, okay.
We've got tissue paper.
Okay.
Lots of tissue paper.
Okay.
So, let me see, we're gonna grab it.
Tissue paper, tea lights, and scissors so far.
You know, no, that's probably too thick. Okay, so that's what we got.
Okay.
Now, and you may have made this in school even, so I'm curious to see. All I have are mini ones, so. Let me see, I'm gonna put them in my pocket so I can carry them.
What?
Okay.
Jars of baby food?
Old. Well, there are no baby food in them anymore. Mini jars of baby food. Now, you're supposed to use regular jars, but all I have are mini.
Okay.
And I do have lids. So now, can you guess what we're gonna do?
I don't know what we're doing with the tissue paper, but I'm guessing the tea lights are gonna go in here.
Yes.
The tissue paper, I'm not sure yet.
What
so
we're
explain to
gonna
me what's happening.
Is you just take tissue paper and you rip up tiny pieces.
Okay.
Or cut. You can do cut or rip, and then you decoupage it on the outside all the way around, and then when you put the light in there, it shines through.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So you got yourself a little
okay.
light.
And we can pick from all of these colors of tissue paper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, did you guys make one when you were in school?
I mean, I don't remember. Probably, I mean, I don't specifically remember. So I'm going to say no.
I can't remember if you guys did it or not. But, all right, let's see.
I think because it's Christmas time, I'm going to make a holiday one.
I'm going to make a year-round one for the bookshelf.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Because it can go on the bookshelf.
Can we each make two?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Because I'll do like a red and green one for Christmas, and then I'll do like a blue one for Christmas. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Oh, do I need... Hold on. I'm going to go get like a thing to apply the glue.
Oh, okay.
We don't want to use our fingers.
True. This is true. Do not want to do that. Did you get
Okay.
Did you get it?
They look like they need a little help, so hopefully they work.
Did you make those or buy that?
I know I bought them. How crazy is that? Like, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So, all right.
So, I tore a piece of red and a piece of green for me, and I want to start tearing them into little pieces.
Yes.
And
then let's just give this a shake, because it's old. Okay. Oh, too bad we don't have like a little figurine or something to glue on the lid. If we even want to put a lid on it.
Oh, true. Yeah.
I don't know.
So,
dude, this stuff stinks. Wow. Whew.
Whoa. Oh.
You seriously just did that?
I didn't smell it. You said, "Wow, this really smells." I couldn't smell it, so I decided to take a whiff. And
I swear there's got to be like a caution on here. Okay.
Probably
like
caution using a well-vented area.
Yeah, right.
Oh man.
But I didn't know what else to use, like,
yeah,
for it. So.
Okay. So, should we talk about the book?
Yes.
Okay, so we read the first part.
We read the first 12 chapters.
Yeah, of the People of Sparks.
Yes, and I have notes. And I took notes on my little pen. Isn't it cute? Okay. Or I should say not on my little pen, but with my little pen.
True.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So. I love the passage in the beginning. Did you read the passage in the beginning?
I don't think so.
Okay. It started out with a huge, wonderful thing for me. Let me see. I just gotta find it. Okay, right here. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Hate multiplies hate. Violence multiplies violence. And toughness multiplies toughness. In a descending spiral of destruction.
Oh, wow.
Martin Luther King, Strength of Love in 1963.
Huh. I definitely missed that. Somehow.
I feel like that quote, it's not even a quote, I guess, but I feel like that from him. I don't know if it's because it is titled Strength to Love. So it must be kind of like a quote. It's not really a poem, but it's amazingness written by him. It's fitting to this book.
Yeah, for sure.
I really feel like that was the perfect sum of the book, and kind of like, ooh, what am I gonna get into when I yeah. So
right.
Yeah. I was really excited when I read it.
Yeah, somehow I completely missed that.
Yeah, it was really good.
I skipped that. Oh, I skipped over that. And then.
Well, see, I audibled it, so it read it to me. It started it right
somehow I skipped over it. I was frustrated with page 1. Because I wanted to know what happened with Lena and everyone so badly, and then when it started out from somebody else's perspective, I was like, so frustrated because I didn't want to go through a whole process of learning somebody new right off the bat, and I just really wanted to figure out what happened with them because the way that they left it. And so when it started out with some other kid, I was like, no, dang it. But and luckily it didn't last long. It was only like a page or two, and then it switched back to, it included, Lena and what happened with them, which I was excited about. But I really thought it was interesting that pretty much after coming up from the city of Ember, they ended up running into another town. I was like, it happened so fast. I was like, okay, wow.
Yeah.
But when she caught up with the teacher, and the teacher was explaining to Lena everything that happened, after they left the city of Ember, and she was explaining like, oh, we found your message and we ended up following the clues, and then I wrote down the quote because I thought it was really interesting. Is the teacher was talking about the mayor, and you remember how she was saying that the mayor fell in the water, and she specifically said the mayor fell in the water. He bobbed like a giant cork before he finally went under. And I was like, that visual of him like bobbing in the water like a giant cork, it was so great.
That is like, funny.
That's so visual.
And I liked it though. I liked how like they had it to where like it just that problem took care of itself.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I feel like there's bigger.
He was kind of shady.
He was shady.
Yeah.
He needed to go.
Yeah.
And I feel like there was bigger things to tend to in this book than just him. But see, do something like that.
Oh, cool.
And yeah,
that's awesome.
So,
yeah,
so that's what I think. I feel like
the way that they described them coming up, so they were talking about, oh, there's the temperature difference of, when the big light in the sky goes down, it gets cold. And like where she kept calling, she was seeing the trees, and she kept saying, that's a tall plant. Like she kept saying, tall plant, what's that tall plant? To the trees. And like her reaction to fire, like just the everyone's reaction to like, oh, we don't know what the food is. They don't know a lot of the vegetables are, and like they don't know what, just like the elements in general. Like I thought it was so interesting, experiencing the characters get to experience the world for the first time.
I totally agree. And I will say I did also mark down like the mayor's doom. But I did also mark down like the mayor, how he packed himself up first to go. Like, really? I wrote that down, that he was the first to leave. Like they came down and they found him like already getting to leave.
Yes.
First and trying to leave first.
He was,
like, what the heck?
He was ready.
Dirty dog, man.
Yep. He was ready to leave them all behind in a dying city. Some mayor he turned out to be.
Yes. And then, so I had that down. I did not, but I did enjoy the way that he did. They get to stay in the hotel, and they're asking...
The pioneer.
Yes, and they're asking for food, and at first I was like, okay, I can kind of see both sides of this. Okay, they're helping them out, and they're kind of worried about their survival for the coming up time frame. But at the same point, it's like, whoa. We got human nature here.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt too. See, that's why, like, part of this, I'm not entirely sure how it all, like, took a left turn. Like, I just don't understand that part a little bit. Because I'm, like, pretty instantly, they had a meeting. They had a chapter where it was the meeting with the people of Sparks, like, 3 rulers, and they were like, these people can't stay here. They're eating all of our food. Like, they have to go. Like, they were, like, so aggressive about it. Like, right off the bat. And I was like, gosh, like, I mean, a little compassion. Like, they literally came from the underground. Like, they have nowhere to go. Like, I don't know. It just felt like they, like, right off the bat were like, yeah, they let them stay for 6 months, fine. But it just felt like it was very... forced, and they weren't happy with that decision.
I feel like the time frame 6 months was leading them up for a bad setting anyway. Like, you can't learn everything there is to know.
Yeah,
and set
crops
up
and everything,
and they just went through it. It's not like they were like, oh, that looks cute.
This is what I got so far. Oh my gosh, wait, you're a pro. That looks so good. Wait, why does yours look so good and mine looks like
I
crap?
think yours looks good. I'm doing the same thing you're doing. Why does that look good? It does not.
What the heck? Yours looks so good.
I did this as a child, so I am pro.
That wait, that's crazy. Yours looks so good.
I just chopped up big pieces and I'm just overlaying it. Or bigger pieces.
You use the scissors?
I wasn't going to use the scissors and then I decided
Maybe
to.
that's why mine looks like poop.
Use scissors
Just looks like
undo
poop.
it. Undo it. That's the great thing. Just yank them off. And then just redo it. But I think
Well, I'm going to do a second one, so I'll just...
Yeah. Continue on. That looks good.
Interesting.
I think it looks just fine.
Okay. Well, you're my mom. You have to say that.
No.
You do this a lot though, where because I'm so bad at arts and crafts, I'm so awful at it, and then I'll make something that's literally the ugliest thing I've ever seen, and G will be like, "Oh my gosh, you did such a good job," and I'm like, "That's literally because you're my mom." I'm like, no normal person would look at this and think that it looks good.
Flash your artwork that we have on the wall because she's like,
oh my god, they're so bad.
They're good.
No, they're literally
good.
not though. That's what's funny is you think that they're so good, and I'm like, you only think that because you're my mom. Like any normal person would look at that and be like, oh wow, a sick kindergartner tried to do this.
Nope, not true.
It is though, but
not true at all.
no, it literally is though. You're the only person.
I will argue with you.
All my siblings agree with me. Like literally everyone's like.
Okay, I have to say, like coming from somebody that has had like 8 siblings, you don't listen to your siblings. That's not the best reference. I don't care how nice they are. They're always out to get you. You just don't do it. Siblings, I think that's like what they're there for. So it's to give you a hard time.
Give you a hard time.
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh, speaking of siblings, freaking Poppy was sick right off the bat.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what the heck? I thought for a second that they were gonna try to like get rid of her. But luckily, you know, she started to get better. But I was like, what the heck?
She's a spunky one.
Yeah. I really liked her character.
I do too.
She was so cute. And so yeah, when we started off, and right off the bat she was sick and they didn't know she was gonna make it, and I was like, oh my gosh, Poppy, no.
Well then, okay, well let's talk about what happens. I feel like chapter 12, a lot happened in the last chapter that we read.
Yeah.
And that is because Casper came back.
Yes. Yep.
So Casper came back in chapter 12 and he brings along Maddie.
Yep.
I instantly liked her.
Yeah.
I feel like she brings a lot to the plate. A different perspective, not part of any like stuff.
Yeah.
Somebody different type thing. So I like Maddie. I like how like they paint her to be like really quiet type thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I enjoy Maddie. And then Lana, it leaves off on kind of like a cliffhanger, I feel like, because Lana overhears them talking about a trip that Casper wants to go on.
Yep.
And I got a cut, and I just got this glue in my cut.
Oh my god,
like,
what?
I feel it. So yeah, so I feel like she wants to go. She's listening like, okay, and Lana's the adventure kind.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like she's in a newer place. Poppy's sick. So
yeah.
I don't know if she's gonna like go.
I think her and Dune are gonna end up going.
You think so?
Well, yeah, because I feel like they kind of initiated this whole ordeal.
Yeah.
You know, so I kind of feel like she's gonna be like, okay, we need to like figure out what's out there and like maybe find some place for them to go at the end of the 6 months or whatever. Mm-hmm. So that way, like, they have a plan in place. Is your finger getting really sticky or just mine?
Yeah.
A little bit?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm noticing some stickiness.
I'm literally just dabbing my finger on it.
Oh, there we go. I bent that piece.
Okay, well, I'm definitely going to cut my second pieces of tissue paper. I'm going to definitely cut them because hers turned out really good and mine did not. So
I bet they came out the same.
Okay, there's mine.
Let me see. Oh, see, I like that. And then we can put the candle in it.
Yeah.
Right there. And I don't know if they're going to be as bright as a regular tea light candle.
Okay.
But. And they're supposed to be bigger jars of baby food, but small jars is what we had, so.
Ooh.
Oh, that does look cute. See?
Look at that. All right, well, for my first time.
That turned out good. You never made these in school.
I don't think so.
Let's see.
I'm definitely am gonna learn from my mistakes on this one. I'll put it back here.
Alright, let's see.
Oh yeah, you putting your one in yours. Whoa. Yeah, that's
so
cool.
It looks the same.
No, it doesn't. What are you talking about?
I do gotta put that piece down. There. But see, they're little knickknacks to put on the bookshelf even.
Yeah, that's cool.
Little cute little lights. And if we want a top, we could put the top on it and like color the top and put something different on the top. Definitely. Okay.
So let's talk about taurine or Taurin. How is his name said? Taurine or Taurin?
Oh yeah.
Do you know how to say it?
Bossy booby head. Let's put yours up there too next to our snowman. There we go. No, I don't remember, and I should know because I audible.
Well, I'll probably use both. I'll probably say both ways. Yeah. But I hate his character.
I do too.
Like, he shoved Lena twice.
You want to use scissors? I'm going to grab another pair.
Oh, okay. He shoved Lena twice. When Poppy was still sick before she was
I forgot about that.
Yeah, he shoved her twice. And then when, so Poppy was still sick at this point, and he, not knowing anything, even though he does live with his uncle who's the doctor, he doesn't know anything about what's going on with Poppy. And he said to her, he's like, she's not going to make it. Talking about literally trying to tell Lena that Poppy was not going to make it, that Poppy was going to die, right after he shoved her twice over a freaking egg. And then, yeah, I was just like, I don't get, and then he's like so fussy about like when's Casper coming back, and it's just like, I just don't get his character. Like, it's so annoying.
Mm-hmm.
It's so annoying. And I have a feeling that what's going to happen is that the author is going to try to make us like him in the end.
You
which
think?
Is I mean, I have a because he's around their age, and so I feel like there's gonna be some kind of redemption arc
that is
where
true.
they're gonna he's gonna do the right thing or something in the end, like pull through. And I kind of hope that doesn't happen because I like to hate him.
Yeah, we need dislikable.
I don't get it. I just don't get. He's just extremely annoying.
Yeah.
And it makes no sense because his brother seems pretty chill in the little bit of time that we've known him. The uncle who's basically raising him seems really nice. It's like, so I don't understand why he's so like, why he is the way that he is.
Well, what do you think about like what they're doing as far as and saying and talking about as far as like the feeding of them and only allowing them a certain amount of time?
I mean, listen, they're doing, to me, this was the other thing, is they were saying like, the people of Ember were like, oh, they're not feeding us enough or whatever. And they were like starting to get fussy about it. And it's like, they're doing what they can though. Like, they didn't have to take you guys in. They could have sent you packing and been like,
Right.
go deal with it on your own. But they did not do that. They were very nice about it, and they were like, well, we'll do what we can. We'll help you for like X amount of time, and like, because that's like that's like how long we can help, and that's it.
Steal some green.
Yeah. And so yeah, I don't understand why they're so frustrated. I think they need to be more appreciative. I really don't understand where their frustrations are coming from. Because the people of Sparks don't owe them anything at all. So the fact that they even bother to say, we're going to take you in, we're going to give you as much food as we can, and we're going to try and teach you the stuff that we know so that way you can go do it yourself. Like, what else do you want from them? I mean, that's great. I thought that was amazing. So yeah, I didn't understand why they, like, the people of Ember were already starting to get fussy. I'm like, guys, like, they're like doing their best to help. So
No, I totally agree. I think the same thing. I think
Do you?
they're trying to help, and yeah, like, yeah. I mean, that's what I said. I could see it through both sides. Like, I could see to where they're like, whoa, chill out. But the other one, the people of, you know, I get it. The people of Ember, they're like hungry. They want food. They're like, hey, this isn't our fault. We're here. You know?
Yeah.
And then to be like, they feel like they're being treated unfairly because of it. So I can see it both ways. I literally can. I feel like she did a good job of trying to like
make it both ways. Yeah. I will say I do not understand. I do not understand why the people of Ember are listening to that freaking kid. Tick. Everyone's like, oh, Tick, like, what are we gonna do? Like, you should be the next mayor or whatever. Like, everyone's like talking to him about him leading, and I'm like, why? Also, if there are a lot of adults who made it out of the city of Ember, and everyone's like following the kid. I was like, wait, why do people care what he thinks? Also, if there was gonna be a kid who was ruling and like making decisions or like persuading people, like, shouldn't it be Dune? Because like, he was the one who got them out, who helped Lena get them out of the city of Ember to begin with. So
yes,
I don't know, that whole thing, I did not understand Tick and all that jazz, and I don't know. I also did not understand, and that's the other thing that pissed me off too, was when Poppy started to get better. When Poppy started to get better, Lena went to go visit Dune. They had been separated for like 2 days or something, and he treated her horribly, and he was like, oh, I'm hanging out with Tick, so like, I'll catch up with you later or whatever. And I was like, whoa. Why is Dune hanging out with Tick? Why does he care about Tick or what Tick thinks so much that he's like blowing off Lena? Like, I just thought that was horrible.
I did too.
Like, why is everybody up, you know, Tick's butt? Like, he's a jerk. I don't get it. But
I do. I agree. And I feel like, though, that's one thing I think that this author does better than the previous author. I don't want to compare authors together, but like, I feel like the Moon book, like, she tried to stitch, obviously, discord, like craziness, an end of the world type thing. Instead, she just, like, this one is doing a good job of painting where you can see both sides, like, trying to make you understand both sides of the situation. And I feel like I can like do that, have a little bit of empathy for both parties involved, and see how like things can go awry so quickly. So I can see that, and I feel like the other one fell flat with that for me. The
Moon one. Yeah, that makes sense.
So I feel like she's doing a good job with that in this book. Because I've, besides Tick, I feel like that's the one character that I can think of that I don't like. I love, what's
the Taurine guy too?
Yes,
but who do you like? You were about to say.
Yeah, the lady that they're staying with, the doctor.
Yeah, for sure.
I cannot think of her name.
Starts with an M. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
But she's really cool, and I like that. She's helping them out, and she's like all over. And I love how they're like, she's doing this, she's doing that, she's trying to do this, she's trying to do that. Like, she's either really busy or she has ADHD.
Scattered.
And I'm like, I can relate to you because like I get like that. I'm like, oh, I gotta go do this.
All over the place.
I gotta do this. I gotta do that. No, I gotta do this. So I totally relate to that character. I need to like not do all of that, but
that's funny. Yeah, she was pretty great. I really liked how I liked how when they got to the Pioneer and they all had jobs, right, that they had to do. And one of the first jobs was to dig a latrine for them to go to the bathroom. And I was like, okay, well, yeah, that makes sense. But then later on, they were talking about how, you know, oh, I had to go dig this. And the phrase that they used is, I had to go dig the toilet hole. I was like, because they don't know what a latrine is. Like, they don't know that terminology. So the fact that they were like, oh, it's the toilet hole. That's what they kept calling it. I was like, that's so funny.
That is funny.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that or pick that up.
Yeah, I really liked it. I was like, oh, that's funny. I liked the little things. Like, that's what I really like, kind of a dystopian feel books like that for that reason, where they have to use different terminology than the basic terminology that we're used to, because the characters don't know what the basic words mean. So, so you end up, you know, if you didn't know what the word latrine meant, you would say, that's the toilet hole. I'm gonna go dig the toilet hole. Cracks me up.
And it made me wonder, do you have to dig it like that deep? Like, I would assume it would have had to been deeper. But yeah, like in my mind, I was like, I want to Google this. I never did. But I literally thought about it because I was wondering.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know that much about latrines.
How deep does a toilet hole have to be? Like, that's something to Google.
Oh, got some stickage on the bottom here. Oh my goodness.
I know.
Okay.
You beat me. Let me see. Oh, I like that. That's pretty. And you can put the decoupage on the outside too to seal any down if you want to.
Oh, I did already.
Oh, perfect.
What else? Let me go through my list, see if I missed anything.
It looks nice. I like it. I like your Christmas one though too. I think it's pretty.
Okay, that's all I had on my list.
I think that's all I have on my list too. But I like it. I'm excited.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting. I do think it's a really interesting choice that as soon as they came back up from the city of Ember, that they ended up running into a city pretty much immediately of people, and that it wasn't the city that Lena expected to find. It was completely different.
I know.
Which I thought was interesting, that she was almost bummed that they found these people, and she found the people of Sparks because it wasn't what she imagined it to be after all those years underground.
That's what I'm wondering, if she's going to travel with them to go to the city to see if she can find the one that they wanted, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And I think they would kind of have to eventually, especially with, you know, the city of Sparks being like, or the people of Sparks or whatever being, saying, oh, well, we're out, you know, you guys can only stay 6 months and we're going to force you out anyway. So it makes sense that she tried to go with them so she can try and figure out a plan for them. Yeah.
All right, I think
that's good.
It's wet still.
Yeah, I put mine on top of the tissue paper because it's still drying on the bottom. It was sticky. Oh, I guess I could have put it on this.
I'm just like I got a lot of tissue paper.
There we go.
All right. It's like confetti.
It is like confetti.
But alrighty. You can't see it even.
Light it up.
I don't know if I can actually do that right now.
Oh, because it's wet.
Like, I don't know
Yeah.
how I'm going to set it down. Actually, I got a lid. Oh, there's the lid. I'll set it on the lid. And then I can light it up. Let's see.
Nice.
So, if you've ever made these in school, let us know. Little baby food jars. And I bet these will look pretty at night. I like the Christmas one. That looks cute.
This was fun. This was a good idea.
Nice. Yay.
Yeah.
Yay, good. All right.
Anything else?
No, with that, we just hope you guys have great holidays and you can do special little things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Make sure to make time for something special.
Yes, absolutely.
Happy holidays.
Yes. Happy holidays.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I will.
Let's stick.
My goodness.
How did we get a balloon on the ground? Where did
Wait,
the
what?
balloon come from?
There's a balloon on the ground?
There's a balloon.
Wait. Okay.